there, it's Ina here, and as you could see from the title, I want to show you again some of the listings I've made for my Etsy store. These are new things I just uploaded, so these will all be available to you and more, because just like last time, I'm only going to show you a few items, but I think I have more than 20 items for new listings, so there'll be lots of new things for you to look at. So let's see. Before I get started, actually, I want to thank all of you who have visited my store, bought some of my items, left me lovely reviews. I so appreciate it. My little shop did get off to a good start. So I did continue making some of my infinite journals. So let me show you some of these. This is a little bit of a smaller size, and I covered it with one of my canvas paintings, and it goes all around like this. And it has a couple of beads to hold the binding. Again, it's my elastic binding, which means the pages can be taken out. And that's why I called these infinite journals, because basically you can refill them as often as you like, and these can last you a very long time. Now the inside is the original paper. I did do some stamping on it. I also sealed it and made a little pocket in the back here. It fits something small, there you go. And it has a seam binding closure. So there is one of these. And here is a second one. Now this was also made from a painting, and I cut this one so it has one part on the front and one part on the spine, but it fits together like this. The rest is pretty plain black but has a nice sealant on it. Here in the inside I added some fabric. It has this cloudy design. Again, my variety papers, lots of them. And then I have a black gray ribbon closure. So there's this one. All right, and then I made one similar to another journal I made in this type of style, which I had called Newspaper Boy. So, well, this time I have a newspaper girl. And again, I used all kinds of vintage papers and a vintage image. There's an really old name tag here, some stamping, and the cover is made from craft paper. And it got treated, so it has a nice finish. It also has a ribbon closure. Let's have a look on the inside. And then here it has some nice bright fabric. And again, lots of different type of paper. These are mostly ledger paper, but all in different colors. I think there's 4 or 5 different ones. So there is this one available. And then I also uploaded some of my older art pieces. I'd made this peacock here, which is on a very sturdy wood panel. It has kind of a textured back, and it has tiny embedded bling pieces. I don't know if the camera picks it up. So it is nicely varnished, and this would look great on an easel. Of course, it could get hung up as well. Another thing I did some time back was decorating these 2 artist palettes. These are actually real palettes, and I recycled them. So there are some very simple little paintings on it, little whimsical, a little bird, and here there is a butterfly with the flowers. So these were done in acrylics. They also have a nice varnish on it, and they have just a plain black back, and yeah, that's it. They fit nice together, so I will sell those as a set. Let's see. And then I made a couple of new pieces to go on my store. I made a couple of boxes. I've made these type of boxes before, I think last Christmas time. So again, I used a lot of my little assemblage pieces and basically decorated them like an assemblage. This has an embedded bird cage. It also has some beads and a big cabochon here. And the finish is something between teal and copper. So, and then the box itself is plain inside. It has a copper paper bottom, lots of texture, So there's this one. This is actually a bird. I don't know if you can see it. There's its beak and his tail. So there is this one. And then I made a smaller one. It has the same type of bottom and inside. Again, very textured. And it has a little leopard head here. And all kinds of embedded things again. Nicely decorated on the side and textured. The finish is pretty much the same on both of these. This also has some beads. One there, it looks like an eye, and a couple as eyes over here. So there's this one. So both of those are on my shop. And then I'm also selling my fabric journal. And this one is made completely out of fabric. And it is rather chunky right now because it has so many things inside of it, which all come with the journal. Whoops, upside down. This journal has holes here for pens, and then all these different pages. Each one has either a side pocket or a top loading pocket. And so there's lots of ephemera in here, and everything is coffee dyed or otherwise distressed. There are little bead pins for decoration, lots and lots. I think I counted there's over 50, 60 different pockets and tugs and ephemera pieces. So there are some fold-outs, there are some tassels. So I won't take everything out, but as you can see, it's filled to the brim, and it has a separate little journal in the back, which also is constructed like the Infinite Journal, so the pages, which are rice paper, can be taken out, and the whole journal can be taken out. And if everything is taken out, this journal is actually rather skinny, maybe an inch. And because it doesn't really have a spine, it's very soft, it can be squished, it can be added to any kind of travel bag. So maybe this is something you would enjoy. So there is this one. And then there are also some of my canvases. My bubble lady joined the shop. I think you may have just seen the video I posted on this. It has a nice back and this cool image in a bubble. And then there are a couple of my napkin collages. This one with the owl, and it has some three-dimensional elements, some ephemera, and the same idea here, the one with the bird. So these are some of the things which will be up in my store. I also opened a section called Ina's D-Stash because I just de-stashed my art room, and so there are some material supply things for you available. I think that's pretty much it. As I said, there's more for you to look at. Please do go to my store. It's called Ina's Art Room on Etsy. The link will be below in my description box. Go and have a look. It's nearly Christmas time, so it's never too early to prepare for the holidays. Before I go, I wanted to tell you a really fun story. As I was de-stashing, I passed some of my things along to my local crafty friends. Some things went in the trash, but there were some things I just put at the curb, and they were taken very quickly. I think there are a lot of art and craft lovers in the area. But one box came out later on, I think yesterday, and my husband saw through the window that a lady was looking at it. So he said, well, I go out and give her a plastic bag. So he went out and they got to talking, and she said, yeah, I'm a crafter. And he said, yeah, my wife is too, and she has a YouTube channel, and he happened to have one of my cards, so here's her card. And she goes, oh, I know her channel. I like her channel. I'm a fan. I thought that was so funny. So anyway, we are in touch, and hopefully I get to see her soon or meet her soon. But what are the chances that somebody comes by your house, sees some of your junk, and recognizes or gets to talking to somebody and recognizes your name and knows your channel? That's pretty cool. So I thought that was just a funny story I wanted to let you know about. That's all I had for today. I'm doing this a little bit in a hurry, so please don't mind if it's a little messy, but I have a really busy week, and that's why I'm posting midweek. We have a wedding this weekend, so I wanted to get this out. and so I can have the rest of the week free. I see you with my next video in the beginning of next week. So take care. I hope to see you at my store. Thank you for watching, and bye bye for now.